Welcome, architects and engineers. Today, we dive into the complex world of end-to-end tracing for serverless environments. In a traditional monolith, a single request stays within a single memory space, making it easy to track. However, in serverless, a single transaction might traverse dozens of ephemeral Lambda functions, SQS queues, and API gateways. The stateless nature of these components makes observability a primary challenge. We must move beyond simple logging to a unified tracing strategy that connects the dots across the entire distributed system. This session will provide the architectural blueprint for implementing highly scalable, vendor-neutral tracing that can handle millions of events per second without compromising performance.
Why is serverless tracing harder than containers or VMs? First, we have no persistent infrastructure to install agents. Every millisecond spent on tracing is a millisecond you pay for, leading to cost and latency concerns. Second, asynchronous execution is the standard, not the exception. A message might sit in a queue for minutes before being processed, breaking the synchronous flow typical tracing tools expect. Finally, vendor lock-in is a constant threat. If you use cloud-native tools exclusively, migrating becomes an architectural nightmare. We need a strategy that addresses these three pillars: cost, async flows, and portability.
To bridge the gap between services, we use context propagation. This involves passing a unique trace ID and span ID through every hop of the request. The industry has converged on the W3C trace context standard. This standard defines a trace parent header consisting of 4 parts: version, trace ID, parent ID, and trace flags. By ensuring this header is injected into every HTTP request, SQS message attribute, and SNS ALL, we maintain a continuous thread of execution. Without this rigorous propagation, your distributed system remains a series of black boxes where correlation is impossible. When it comes to instrumentation, you have 2 paths: auto-instrumentation and manual instrumentation. Auto-instrumentation is excellent for standard libraries like HTTP or database clients. It wraps the library and automatically creates spans. However, for complex business logic, manual instrumentation is required to capture the why behind a delay. In the serverless world, we leverage OpenTelemetry SDKs. These SDKs are lightweight, but must be optimized for cold starts. We will explore how to use OpenTelemetry to wrap our handlers, ensuring that every execution is captured with minimal code changes, while still allowing for custom spans where business logic is densest. Event-driven tracing is where things get tricky. When a Lambda sends a message to SQS, the trace must follow. Many developers forget that SQS messages need the trace context stored in message attributes. If you are using SNS or EventBridge, the pattern is similar. You must explicitly map the trace context into the event envelope. This ensures that when the downstream consumer picks up the message, it can start a new span that lists the original producer as its parent. We call this the producer-consumer link. Mastering this pattern is the difference between a fragmented dashboard and a complete service map. To implement OpenTelemetry in AWS Lambda effectively, we use Lambda layers. This separates the telemetry logic from your application code, reducing deployment package size. The AWS distro for OpenTelemetry, ADOT, provides a pre-configured layer that includes the OTel collector. This collector runs as a separate process, an extension, within the Lambda execution environment. It collects spans locally and exports them asynchronously to your backend of choice, such as Honeycomb, Lightstep, or AWS X-Ray. This architecture minimizes the impact on the user-facing request latency while ensuring no data is lost during the ephemeral lifecycle. Performance is paramount. Every time a new Lambda worker is initialized, a cold start, the OTel State SDK must also initialize. This can add hundreds of milliseconds to your tail latency. To mitigate this, we use aggressive sampling. You don't need to trace 100% of successful requests. Instead, implement a 1% sampling rate for health checks and 100% sampling rate for errors. We also leverage the asynchronous nature of the OTel collector extension. By sending spans over local UDP or gRPC to the extension, the main function can terminate as soon as the response is sent, leaving the extension to finish the upload in the background during the post-runtime phase. Once data reaches your backend, visualization becomes your superpower. A well-implemented trace allows you to generate a service map, showing the health and latency of every node in your serverless ecosystem.
You can see, for example, that a 500 millisecond delay in your API is actually caused by a 450 millisecond cold start in a downstream microservice. Tools like Honeycomb allow you to query high cardinality data, while AWS X-Ray provides a native view of AWS service interactions. The goal is to move from guessing where the bottleneck is to seeing the exact span where the latency occurs. A trace ID alone is useful, but trace enrichment makes it invaluable. By attaching custom attributes like customer ID, region ID, or order value to your spans, you can perform business-aware debugging. Imagine being able to filter all traces for a specific premium customer who is experiencing slow checkouts. Furthermore, correlating traces with logs is essential. By injecting the trace ID into your log statements, your logging platform can provide a link directly to the relevant trace. This creates a seamless workflow where a log error leads you directly to the full distributed context of that failure.
As we conclude, remember that end-to-end tracing is a journey, not a destination. Start with critical paths, use OpenTelemetry for future-proofing, and refine your sampling rates to balance cost and visibility. Looking forward, tail-based sampling is becoming more accessible, allowing you to decide to keep a trace only after it completes and shows an error or high latency. As serverless platforms evolve, expect even deeper integration of tracing into the runtime itself. By mastering these patterns now, you ensure your ultra-scalable systems remain maintainable, transparent, and resilient in the face of global demand.